who knows where they're gonna be? Because if James Gunn has anything to say about it, Marvel TV, get out of here with your canon wannabe. You're not part of this universe.
See,
Oh,
I don't get why people are taking this as a fact.
I,
It's like it's James Gunn.
yeah, yeah.
Like, what's he got to do with deciding what is canon and what isn't? Like, let's even if it's not all of it's not canon, because we literally have an Agent Carter Easter egg in Endgame, therefore making that thing canon.
Yeah.
So it's wrong. No, you can't just say it's not canon when it clearly is.
Unless it's one of those things where it could realistically be it, and it's like, well, yeah, but look at the variants, right? So, who's, it's like you could take that angle with it. I've look, we know the political structure and the turmoil that happened behind the scenes with Marvel Studios versus Marvel TV. It was very much evident. We knew about it. We knew the changing of Ike Perlmutter getting the boot out of there and Kevin Feige literally threatening to leave if he didn't get his way because, I mean, look, if Perlmutter was still there, Black Panther would not exist, Captain Marvel would not exist, you wouldn't have Black Widow right now, Shang-Chi would never exist, Eternals would not exist, like, it's changed, and I think there is this notion that Kevin probably doesn't want to touch anything that was Marvel TV that he didn't touch because the quality of those shows.
It was up and down.
Yeah.
Up and down.
That's a nice way to put it, And I enjoyed them for what they were, but Daredevil was the standout, followed by Jessica
So was
Jones.
Inhumans.
Yeah, Inhumans.
Not for the same reason, but it was a standout.
Yeah, that was a standout. So
someone last week was like, "Wow, people just really ignoring Inhumans." It's like, yes, that thing didn't happen. It was trash.
That's what we do. We just pretend it don't happen, and that's how we're gonna do it forever, which is the smart way to handle it. So, I don't. The whole Marvel TV thing is such a complicated thing, and more and more we hear, the more you're like, well, it is kind of, that situation, and now people are like, multiple people are saying, well, yeah, when Charlie Cox is back, he's just going to be Daredevil, but, what Daredevil? Are they going to acknowledge all that? It's like, you don't have to. People can headcanon it, maybe they don't have to, but let's say Charlie Cox is back, right? Are they going to do another Daredevil series or another Daredevil movie with him?
100%, yeah.
So what then?
It's too much. It's too much money on the table.
Exactly.
There's, the second someone said who's had things right in the past, not all of it, that he's going to be that he is back, whether it's right or wrong, he has dominated the conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, the whole Save Daredevil thing died down a little bit. That came back, bam.
Yep.
Literally, he's now in everything, apparently.
Yeah.
Literally everything. You can't go one Marvel thing without Cox being in it.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if he's not in Loki at this point, even though it's been done for like a year. I'm surprised he's not.
They're just going to CG him drag a cell across the screen.
It's even got the frame number and everything. But no, it's like he has dominated the conversation, and he hasn't been on screen for how long now? Almost season 3.
2.5 years now.
Yeah. So it's a quarter of a decade he hasn't been on screen for. Like, they're absolutely gonna give him something.
Mm-hmm.
They're not just gonna get those people back or whoever they get back and then just have them be supporting characters. They are absolutely gonna get a show or something.
And that's kind of like the thing you would have to think they would want to do. Bring it back, and then if you start bringing back elements of that series, like you bring back D'Onofrio and he's Wilson Fisk. Okay, now we can say the Netflix stuff counts, but Marvel probably won't even really acknowledge that much, because Marvel Studios can 100% craft a story that doesn't have to acknowledge previous things and stand on its own.
No.
Like,
but here's the thing, right? The shows at Netflix have a shelf life for that company.
Yeah. Yep.
They're not guaranteed to always be there.
No.
There's several clear scenarios and obvious scenarios that if you want to ignore, then you're doing it like willfully. But they can easily disappear from that. So why purposely reboot that character with that same actor?
Yeah.
And ignore everything that came before it. And then, there's a chance we can get this show back and these 3 series. Cool. Well, they're worthless to us now.
Mm-hmm. Now,
it's like, hey, you make it vague.
Yeah, exactly.
And carry on from there. You can imply things that happen. You can carry on from there. And then if you get them back, hey, cool. Here you go. Here's the 3.
You could literally have the conversation where Fisk and Matt are sitting down. He's like, been a long time. Yeah, we have our history. And there it is.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Like, that's all you need. And for people that are wondering what we're talking about, the Netflix shelf life and everything, just so people know, ABC, Marvel, Disney produced all the Netflix shows. Mm-hmm. It was ABC under the head of Jeff Loeb and Marvel TV. Netflix was the distributor. If you look at video games, which is always the easiest example, Mass Effect 1 was published by Microsoft, but it ended up on PS3. It ended up on, now PS4 and PS5 and everything, even though Microsoft had that. Once the license lapses after a certain amount of time, Netflix was rumored to have a 10-year, I believe. So it could be from when the deal was signed in 2013, 2014-ish, or it could be 10 years after the first show started. It doesn't matter.
Or it could be 10 years after the cancellation.
Right. It's something with a 10-year. We kind of know that. Then you go back to negotiating, and there's probably a high chance that Disney goes, sure, we'll negotiate with you. We won't just outright take them, but we can share them, and we both have them. So, it would serve their best interest to just pull that off and have it on there. And then, like you said, you can just work your way into that conversation.
Because, it's not like they tread on the toes of anything canon anyway. And it's easily just inserted. It's like, this is all happening. This happened down here. Look, they even reference events. It all matches up perfectly. It's fine.
And then at some point, like 5 years from now, you do a flashback of when Shang-Chi was in New York and he ran into Daredevil, and there you go. Like, exactly. Look, we de-aged him. See, it all fits. This was our ultimate plan.
It's easy. It's absolutely. It's the most brainless thing you could do. It doesn't take any effort whatsoever. The only thing is getting them back. How, they've tried. Believe me, they've tried. Netflix aren't the smartest people.
I mean,
or the most polite. They will absolutely stand you up. They will call a meeting and then never turn up for
it. Good old Netflix.
Yeah. Good old Netflix. The company that's desperate for money and is hemorrhaging at hand and fist. Like, you have these assets that who's watching those shows? I bet you they don't do a thing. I've never seen them advertised since they've been cancelled.
That's true.
They have been absolutely buried on that service. So, hey, gather dust, get a bit of money.
Yeah. Yep.
So Netflix will absolutely let them gather dust because they are smooth brain.
Yeah. Agreed with that. So, the whole canon question will continue to rage on. At some point, it will be acknowledged. Apparently, Spider-Man, No Way Home, and She-Hulk will be sort of our peek into what becomes canon, and then we'll go from there. So we'll talk about that.
At the end of the day, even if it's not in the main timeline, the second it's a multiverse thing, hey, it's canon.
Exactly. Yep.
Even if it's not, the main, it doesn't matter. If it's canon, it's canon. If they're doing multiverse stuff, then it's canon.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Exactly.